So I am Jennifer McCormick, I am running for governor, and I am going to win. So some of you may know in 2016 I ran for state superintendent of public instruction, and I did so as a Republican. And I bring that up because I want to tell you my story. So when I ran in 2016, I was a local superintendent in Yorktown. That is a school that is in Delaware County, very mid-sized school, high-performing district. But I was in the central office, and a lot of superintendents were talking about, we've got to do something at the state level to help. And so there were about 3 of us that were talking about, what do we do? And I was the one saying, I will get behind anybody who wants to run, and I will help. We'll help. Well, I drew the short straw. And they were like, Tag, you're it. You can do this. And so I ran for office, and I will be the first one to say I was pretty naive when I ran for office in 2016. But I do know I ran on values of being a public servant, empowering others, and striving for excellence. And I knew what I stood for when I was running for office and then once I got into office. Those are the same values I'm running on today. My values did not change. What I learned quickly was that is not aligned to the Republican Party that's at the State House today. It was not aligned to the Republican Party that I saw at the federal level. I was about being a public servant. For me, it wasn't about power and money. It was about serving people. And in that time, I was trying to serve kids and their families and communities and our educators and our schools. And it was about service. I was also about empowering others. I believe in the strength of empowering instead of using power over people. And then excellence. I was the first person as a local superintendent to understand the value of your tax dollars. And I was not about to waste them. And so I understood we were over half of the state budget, and I was going to be responsible for that. And that meant at the time being responsible for $8 billion. Another $1 billion of federal money. And I took that extremely serious. And so when it was budget time, I had no patience for people introducing things into the budget that were wasteful. And what shocked me was the Republicans were always saying they were the party of fiscally conservative. That is not at all what I saw. I saw it was a party that was really fiscally opportunist to anything that benefited them or benefited someone who benefited them. And so I saw it firsthand, and that's not why I ran. So I switched parties, started backing Democratic candidates, started trying to do what I could to help. I also was watching crazy presidents at the federal level, our former president, and I for years taught kids that character mattered. And I was watching this and thinking, how could I belong to a party that supports that? And so it was an easy switch for me. So I went from the Republican Party to now I'm the Democrat, obviously running under the Democratic Party, and will not look back. So for me, it's about values. My values did not change. The party extremely changed. So for me, that's what it's about.